We got ourselves team 1 together with G-Funk over as a survival hunter. Look at old Necrolordian. We got ourselves Marzipan. We got ourselves Holy Moly Arhi. Wait, Arhi? What the? Wait, Arhi? I don't even know what the last part is, but we got Arhi the Shadow Priest and Jesus what? Jesus Warrior. Okay, we got Jesus Warrior versus Hahaha. Gonna be first up versus Jesus the Warrior. Gonna be the cheap shot as he's trying to go for that Curing Burst. Gonna be complete TR. Gonna be a quick blind by the Rogue. I was just looking for a bit of a reset on that team too. We got ourselves Hunter. We got ourselves Seamark. We got ourselves Chicago as well as Ballas. Jesus going for a fear. Gonna be tricking out of the Rogue. Going for more cheap shots back to back. Completely TR'd. All of the stuns. And at this point, the Warrior is shooting out the free raid to be able to catch up in healing. Maybe even punish the Rogue with some damage. Trying to see if he can intervene to the Rogue to intercept him. But it looks like the Rogue is gonna be bailing out of there with a quick sprint. Gonna be opportunity for the Warrior to at least catch up with a bit of a flesh craft. Try to go for a leap. Gonna be that sap by the Rogue. Could always go for a Zerkus to break out of that sap and maybe try to see if it can whirlwind the Rogue out. Looks like the Rogue is just gonna mount up, looking for a complete reset versus the Warrior as the eyes are available. The Warrior picking up eyes and is continuing his onslaught as the Rogue goes in. Try to see if he can get the first opener. Cheap shot going to be a Blazer, but the Warrior not running the Tournament to King's Legacy. So I wonder what legendary he is running then as a Fury Warrior for PvP. I guess he would run like some kind of a good single target PvE. Like going to be the evasion by the Rogue as the Warrior finally getting some damage in. And the Warrior is still yet to burn any of his offenses, just so far being able to pressure the Rogue just by using proper, simple offensive abilities. Double leap coming out, so the Warrior is playing either playing the leap legendary or the PvP talent for leap, which I want to say most likely the leap legger, just to make sure he has some ability to disengage and re-engage with the Rogue. Try to see if it can whirlwind him out, but it's going to be some dots breaking out of that sap. But the Rogue is going for more of a slower opener versus the Warrior. Shadow Blades is going to be opened up with a cheap shot. Curing Burst. Vanish for the Curing Burst. He's trying to make the 100% crit Lego work. That's really a ballsy move. Going to be evasion as the Warrior's taking a bit of damage. Still landing a heal. I don't even know how he healed just now. Does Impenetrator go through evasion? Is that how that works? Do you still get a heal whether you miss or whether you hit? Gonna be banner for the Warrior. Got himself Reckless Abandon. Crushing blows are up in order to be able to get back-to-back charges towards the Rogue. And the Rogue is looking like he's going to be able to get away. Leap for the Warrior. Once again for another charge. It's going to get another crushing blow to the Rogue. Get the shot onto the Jesus. And he's going to go for Rage Regeneration. 20% damage reduction. Got himself a lot of healing. Turning around to face the Rogue. And just needs himself just a little bit more mobility to catch back up. Flashcraft trying to get the Rogue to come out from behind the pillar. Is going to poke out for a second. Not letting the disrupt on the Flashcraft. And the Warrior's just trying to finish him off. Just a couple more globals. The Rogue is so close. And I think the Warrior is going to be able to take him down. 8 minutes into the duel, 23% dampener. We're starting up with a pretty high dampener today in the first match of PTR. With Hunter going to be up next. Got himself big Death Chakram. Just slicing right through the Warrior. Has a Reflect. I'm not really sure if Reflect is going to do anything for him. Bladestormer to get away from that explosive trinket. Does get the pommel onto the Hunter's Fleshcraft. As the Hunter is just barraging him with grenades, the Warrior has nothing left. Unless he gets a heal right now, it's going to be over. And a kill shot or either Serpent Stick is going to be enough. G-Funk trying to see if he can connect with the Hunter with a quick harpoon. Also got the big Chakram with a huge explosion to follow. Not going to have the Chakram hit the pet, so it's not going to be double explosive by the looks of it. G-Funk using Disengage just to stay aggressive with the Hunter, not letting him go anywhere. Trying to force Surgical out of him as Hunter trying to go for a bit of a medic bandage, but G-Funk is right on top of him, not letting the bandages go. Full turtle shell for Hunter. Does get himself a bit of a reset. Needs himself an even bigger reset. His pet actually goes down. Is going to catch himself into a faint death though. Flare almost gets him out. Yo, traps are getting set up. G-Fucking just trying to layer traps all over the place. It looks like he has a knockback trap, maybe with a tar trap as well. But Hunter should be able to get himself a free pet. G-Funk trying to get aggressive with a pet is not a bad idea at all. It's actually an excellent idea. The problem with that is, though, you left Hunter by himself solo, so when he goes for a faint death into a camo, there's no pet that can expose him outside of that camo. Hunter and G-Funk exchanging death chakras with one another. Hunter going for a faint death, I think removing the explosive effect of that chakram. With that faint death, G-Funk pinning him to the ground with a harpoon, trying to stay aggressive, throwing in grenades back to back. The health of these two is actually kind of equal. G-Funk getting frozen, does still have turtle shells, so he's actually ahead in cooldowns. as his raptor, the undead raptor, actually both of them got technically undead raptors, are gonna be just clawing at one another. Hunter trying to keep the pets under pressure as Hunter gets himself a little bit of healing. No defenses for either one for a while except G-Funk again. Big Charlie needs, in case he needs it. Hunter has cooldowns. If he has any kind of setup, maybe a Hunter G-Funk, he could make a play here. It's going to drop him in a freeze with the trap. Should do big damage to G-Funk. It does a little bit of damage. I think it's because of damage. Does that damage get split between him and the pet? I'm not sure. Hunter, feign death, super low, one kill shot away, and G-Funk does end up taking him out. You have to get aggressive and get up in their face if you want to be able to win that one. And that's exactly what G-Funk did. With Seavark up next, maybe he's going to try to give G-Funk an opportunity for a clean reset. Playing the Arcane Mage as a Necrolord, so this should be a lot of potential damage. Not playing the triple shield Lego either, so he's trying to go for like the big dam-oriented Necrolord. G-Funk is going to be able to land a Hunter's Mark on Seavark, so good luck trying to land a Naviz. As G-Funk is going to be able to catch up. That's going to be a proper honor duel for the both of them. As G-Funk slowly approaching, stalking after Seavark, is going to start with the Death Chakram, which Seavark just tried to stay mounted and just take the Death Chakram all the way to the other side of the pillar, throwing down the Arcane Orb at G-Funk. Just kind of playing it a little bit careful for now, hoping to land a Polyo to G-Funk. Is going to be able to. That's going to give opportunity to land a Deathborn. Touching the Magic, huge Arcana Sphere. Does G-Funk have a trinket for this? Could potentially be huge damage. Massive burst out of Seavark with a touch of the Magi, Arcana Sphere. And looks like Seavark is just going to have to play it a little bit more careful for a bit. Needs to get G-Funk low enough so he can start getting the big barrage execute damage, if that's what he's playing for. Usually, that's what Seavark plays for his legendary choice, is where barrage does more damage when the enemy is below 35% health. Trying to get a Nova to G-Funk. I don't think it actually landed. Does have pretty good slows on the G-Funk, so he can't really go anywhere. The barrage is actually didn't work, but that's going to be G-Funk with big heal. That's going to be a Battle Master Trinket together with acceleration. You let him catch up, trying to get some big explosive damage back towards Seavark. Seavark trying very, very hard not to get interrupted on Arcane. It's super low on health. Trying to maybe interrupt G-Funk from being able to resummon a pet, but it is going to be a free pet for G-Funk. Did have the right angle where Seavark just couldn't quite get behind the corner and try to see if he can get him. They got him knocking him out of the cell though, as it's trying to go into camo as well as landing Manic Bandage. And Seavark punishing that pet whenever it's out in the open. G-Funk trying to pull the pet back whenever he can. Not a lot of health left for Seavark. Has himself all the time. He's going to be using really early, and there goes the Ice Block. Does not have the conduit to give himself a heal for Ice Block, which is not going to be that great for him unless he can go for like some kind of a CC chain onto G-Funk. Land a perfect CC chain, biggest burst, get that one-shot potential in. I think it's going to be tough because that's a Death Chakram just absolutely blasted right through him. Has himself a Fleshcraft, maybe he can get a Prismatic Barrier. Those shields are just getting blasted by grenades. It looks like maybe he fell behind a little bit too much with G-Funk taking him out. Chicago engaging G-Funk is going to be going for that big. Actually, Chicago is playing a fire build with a Fire Nova. G-Funk does play a pet build, so technically him and the pet are going to be hurting one another with a Flame Nova. Is it Fire Nova? Flame Nova. Eyes of the Beast for G-Funk trying to get interrupted. Quick Sunder by Chicago. Looks like there's no stun tone to follow. And Chicago's actually kind of low on health. G-Funk, is your pet dead or is your pet still alive? I think actually the pet died to the Fire Nova. And G-Funk just dies? Wait, I think it was a Battle Master Trinket that ticked out as G-Funk had no health whatsoever. So Chicago actually does end up getting that kill. And they are using the new Ghost form. Yo, this Ghost form actually looks kind of cool. And I guess that's like the eat animation. Marzipan is going to be up next as a Retribution Paladin, trying to give as much of an honor duel to Chicago. And look at that nice old bow, dude. Well, let's see if Chicago can stand toe-to-toe versus Marzi, versus Holy, versus Arky, the Shadow Priest. Well, let's see if they're able to do much. Actually, is that actually Arky on the Shadow Priest? Or is that fake Arky? Huge damage out of Marzi with a Sunder by Chicago. I don't know if they have a lot of health left. They're huge, huge, huge. Chain Harvest lets him come back for just a second, but it's 65% dampening. No matter how much healing you have, they're just going to be so heavily dampened. That could have been a huge heal if there was no dampening at all. Maybe that's what Chicago was trying to do. Try to get himself a massive recovery, but at this high dampening, there's only so much you can do. Marzi with Flash Heal does have a full. He only built up a full Reckoning that quickly. Huge damage out of Ball is just trying to get a full tower rolling versus Mars. There's going to be a bubble out of the Paladin with a quick, actually really quick turn evil onto the Tyrant. The pets are surrounding him. Could be a lot of damage. Is going to be activating the free proc of wings by auto attack of one of the pets with a wake of ashes to stun all the pets. The turret is back there, still blasting Marsa as he got himself Shield of Vengeance. Hopes to use Shield of Vengeance next to Ballas, but I think that's going to be broken by itself. Just use immunity, surrounded by pets. The pets can do a lot of damage right now. If Marsa doesn't do anything right now. Wait, is the Ballas playing the Succubus? Wait, you're playing the Succubus? What? As a Demonology Warlock, you're playing the Succubus? He's playing like a Shadow build. Wait a second. Could this guy do it with this Shadow build as a Warlock? Trying to go for the Succubus Seduce versus Archie? It looks like he's going to get him. Trinket out of Archie with the silence on the Ballas as he got himself a Dark Pact. Maybe he can go for a Flesh Cup. No more silence for a while. It's going to be a Fear with a wall. Looks like it's going to be Archie trying to go for a Greater Fate with all his fences absolutely barraging Ballas. I don't know if he's got anything left. It looks like Archie doesn't have taken him out. So who won that one? Ballas actually blasted out his Demonology Warlock. And I think it was mostly G-Funk just taking these boys down, even though it looks like he only has 1 kill. I think it was, actually no, I think it was like the Rogue beat the Warrior, then, actually no, the Warrior beat the Rogue, then somebody on team, oh, the Hunter beat the Warrior, then G-Funk beat the Hunter. It was actually a little bit of a back and forth, wasn't it? But I like you guys trying different builds. This is interesting.